So here are some of your rights. Your child has a right to FAPE, which is free and appropriate public education. This means that the education your child receives is free for you, and the program that your child is in will provide the right kind of services based on your child's needs. As a parent, you have several rights as well. Participation rights include the right to provide information for your child's evaluation, the right to be a member of any group that makes decisions regarding the educational placement of your child, and the right to participate in meetings related to your child's identification, evaluation, educational placement, and the facilitation of FAPE. Your notice rights include the right to be informed in a timely manner of meetings related to your child's identification, evaluation, educational placement, and the facilitation of FAPE, the right to be informed of any refusal by the school to make changes that you have requested in your child's identification, evaluation, educational placement, and the facilitation of FAPE, and the right to receive notices in a manner and language that you can understand. Consent rights include the right to give or withhold your consent to determine if your child is eligible to receive special education services, the right to give or withhold your consent to reevaluations of your child, the right to give or withhold your consent for your child's initial placement in special education, the right to withdraw your consent for continued special education and related services for your child. If you choose to withdraw your consent, it must be done in writing. Your records rights include the right to review educational records, the right to ask that records be changed if you believe that the records are incorrect or misleading, and the right to give your consent before records are disclosed to agencies or persons. You also have the right to request an independent evaluation at no cost if you disagree with the evaluation done by the school. Dispute resolution rights. You have the right to request mediation of a dispute. The Kansas State Department of Education can provide a mediator for special education issues. Special education mediation meetings provide the opportunity for you and the school to resolve disagreements cooperatively with the assistance of a trained mediator. You have the right to request a due process hearing if a disagreement about your child's identification, evaluation, educational placement, or facilitation of FAPE is not successfully resolved in other ways. These requests must be made within 2 years of the action by the school that led to the disagreement. If you request a hearing, you will be offered a resolution session by your child's school, and you will be offered a pre-appeal conference by the Kansas State Department of Education. A resolution session or pre-appeal conference provides the opportunity for you and the school district to resolve the disagreement. A due process hearing is presided by an impartial administrative law judge who hears both sides, reviews evidence, and makes a ruling. Due process hearing decisions can be appealed to the courts. In most circumstances, once you have requested a pre-appeal or due process hearing, your child's placement cannot be changed without your agreement until the dispute is resolved. You have the right to file a state complaint if you believe that a special education law, rule, or regulation has been violated. Complaints must be made within 1 year of the alleged violation. Complaints are investigated by the Kansas State Department of Education, and a written report is issued. Your reimbursement rights include, under certain circumstances, parents have the right to be reimbursed for expenses such as attorney's fees or private school expenses. Transfer of rights. Parental rights transfer to a student with a disability at the age of majority unless the parent or someone else that takes the necessary legal steps to become the young adult's legal guardian.